Hello everyone and welcome to another Pax Day video. My name's Brian if you happen to be new to this channel, but if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. Now, there's a little bit of news, but most of this video is going to be focusing on the latest lore post. In fact, they have a lot of different lore about the game already posted in the Discord, so maybe what I'll spend some time doing over the next couple weeks is getting caught up on that lore and putting out a lore section here on the channel. Guys, this is a Pax Day channel. If you are interested in the news and so much more, be sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that like button so that way you never miss an upload here at Pax Day Central. But all that being said, outside of kind of some teases, we are obviously in March, and I do expect that we're going to learn something about the next kind of public alpha that they're going to have. Obviously, they're targeting kind of an early access release later this spring, and right now everything's kind of looking like that is going to be what's happening. But let's dive into this latest lore post. I hope that it's as interesting, I think, to read as it is hopefully to listen to, but I really am excited because this lore in and of itself I think is really cool. Anyway, it starts off with a poem. If thou best he, but oh how fallen hath changed from him who in the happy realms of light, clothed with transcendent brightness, didst outshine Midrids through though bright. Thus was described at the end of the first creation, as the original paradise was lost. This Prince of Hail, manifest gluttony and devourer of lands, the Lord of Flies himself, ruler of the nightmare and its various manifestations on this our side of the veil. He has been known by many names, none of which are decent to utter or safe to voice. I like that. Even those of our lost siblings who have fallen to seek eternity in the shades of his buzzing hordes, the wretched crew known as the Cult of Zeb, dare not articulate his true name. Lost to their master's deadly sin and desire everything but prefer nothing over anything else. They do not care whose it is and what they reap and plunder, what it is, or if it is anyone else's to claim. Excess in all things is the purpose and means to an end that can never arrive. Now, of the cultists, as with all demonic cults, their members are solely in it for themselves. While there are those within this creation who have fallen to the wicked ways of heresy, they still worship the true Lord, albeit not in the correct manner. And along with their misguided brethren, do they seek the true path in communion? The cultists do not. And in that fact lies perhaps their greatest weakness. The cultists have no sense of love for each other. The only thing that drives them in is this urge to satisfy their master's desire through the Dukes of Zeb and sevenfold seven demon lords who serve at its stewards across the lands of this in the twisted depths. Whether the misfortune originally are drawn to the cult by demonic possession, or they are otherwise corrupted by the spirit of the doom, they quickly become lost beyond redemption, and no one, once given over to the Dukes of Zeb, have ever returned to tell their tale of the twisted depths. Organized and commanded by their demonic overlords, the cultists do not only roam the lands in their efforts to fulfill their master's desires, they are also known to infest places within the earth itself, locations that are said to be carved into the very border of this world and to the one below, places where the veil is thin and grows even more porous and the deeper one delves. Here the cultists prepare for the coming of goings of their masters, and above all else strive to provide their worth, sacrificing all that they have and manage to gain, in hopes of one day being viewed as worthy and to be relieved of their mortal coil and becoming dark remnants in service of the Lord and the Flies for all eternity. Little is known about the daily happenings in these places in the deep. What we do know is that they are all dedicated to spreading the corruption of the mire, and most of them are places where the cultists toil away day and night to fulfill their master's needs. Some, such as the one known as the molting chambers, seems to function as insect hatcheries where persons apprehended by the cultist, as well as the cultists who are proven too weak, are closed up in tiny stone coffins, and while still alive are fed to maggots and larvae that are slowly infesting their bodies and mature, creating a writhing mass of insects used to spread further their master's corruption. That sounds disgusting. Anyhow, other places such as the Continuum are dedicated to the corruption of pigs and are only animal of creation the cultists look favorably upon. And yet others, such as the one that is known, the Absterdam, seems to have served the creation of demonic relics and other implementations of this dark arts adapted to human use through inscriptions, symbols, masks, and other trinkets made from the skin of corrupted animals and humans. Some of these places are, however, more directly frequented by the demons themselves. Even the dukes, whenever they have gathered enough strength to cross the veil and manifest among their servants, there are some stories out there that those depths telling of feast halls where mountainous maggot-ridden food buffets and rivers of wine await the whim of the dukes. Other places seem to be more serene and serve as meditation halls where fantasies about the true glut of more can be entertained uninterrupted. And finally, there is a place known as Zebumus, the dark temple of the Prince of Hell, where his dukes and other demons, along with the cultists, strive to one day receive him into this world once more. Oh man, dude, this in and of itself, I really get excited to see how the lore and the story all plays out around this sandbox mmorpg. While we're still in kind of a waiting hold for it to truly release, I'm still high on the last alpha that I played, and I'm looking to be able to play much more. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and you got something good out of it, and thank you so much for spending some time with me today. But outside of that, guys, I wish you guys all the best. Thank you so much for being here. Hopefully I'll see you next time, but until then, take care.